We're on a study tour. There's a team of us here from Southampton. We've got the City Council, we've got Sustrans, we've got British Cycling, we've got Southampton Cycling Campaign and Clean Air Southampton. And we're all here on a fact-finding mission. And what we want to know is what makes a healthy, happy, livable city. And we found it.
So cycling culture in the Netherlands for me personally is about a way of transport. So you use your bike to go from A to B in a very pleasant, easy and often faster way than car. Besides that, it's also a healthy way, of course. It's also a sustainable way, of course, but for mostly it's a very easy way to travel.
These are people who just happen to cycle. You know, these aren't cyclists. I did see some road cyclists yesterday and again this morning, you know, all lycra'd up, road bikes, really going for it. But for the most part, these are people going to work, going to school, going to the shops, just regular people going about their day-to-day life. That to me is what's really lovely about it.
As soon as we arrived in Holland, you could immediately see there were cycle lanes everywhere. The bike was a primary user of the road. But the interesting point was when we got to a pinch point where there wasn't enough room for both a cycle lane and a car lane, the cycle lane continued. Whereas in England, the cycle lane would just disappear and cars would take the road. In the Netherlands, the cycle lane continued, the car lane got too small, the cars have to fit their way through the cycle lane and give way to the bicycles. The car is the guest.
So you start using your bike actually from a very young age, really young on these small bikes, and you learn how to use it. But when you grow older, you still use your bike. So you use it to go to your school, university, and a lot of people use it to go to do shoppings or go to their job.
It allows people to get out and about more, it connects communities, it promotes physical activity, it promotes positive mental health, and it also helps cut down on some of the more polluting aspects of other forms of transport. So there's nothing in it not to like.
Last night in Rotterdam I saw a truly beautiful sight, a mother, very young daughter cycling on a very busy stretch of road, and I realised that this child would, as she grew up, appreciate all that cycling means, and if and when she became a car driver she would carry that respect into her car driving habits.
Everyone respects each other, it's so much more relaxed, and I think the reason for that is because everyone has their own space. Whether you're a cyclist, a pedestrian, a motorist, you have your own space, you have your own network. So a cyclist has their own cycle lane, which has been segregated. The pedestrian has their own footpath, which is separate to that. And then beyond that, the motorist has got their own network as well. So no one's vying or fighting for the same space.
So what I'm going to take away is do your research on your ideas. Try and convince people that it's a good idea. Find that political will that they can make those changes and provide that available money, and don't be scared to crack on with it.
Cycling is not in the genes of the Dutch people. 40 years ago there was an awful lot more traffic on the road, and we've seen evidence of that. And to be honest with you, what's happened is that policymakers have come in to make a difference in city centres all over the place to make it so that cycling is easy and supported and fully integrated. And that's where we are now, and that's where we'd like to be in Southampton.
I think we've seen the future here. I think this is the answer. If our government could see this, then they would be building the infrastructure we've seen here. We've been living in a happier, healthier and less polluted place. And a less polluted place is where we want to be.
The kind of society that we want to create, the kind of ways of living our children are going to have, we need to borrow from that future in order to pay for this now. And you know what? They'll thank us for it.